That's why we live together. We're not roomies. We are spouses. Soon to celebrate our 13th year of marriage. I had to look for a second and think and do the math because this year has been 10 years long. So we've actually added. We're actually going for 23 in that case. We're going to start in just about 1 minute. That's the point. I love the person, I'm sorry I do not have your name memorized, who keeps suggesting the Golden Girls trivia game, which I assume would be all about cheesecake or Florida. But hey, 69 Renegade Raider, may I get my first shout out, Hal? Yes, you may. You just did. You got it. Great job. Folks, soon this game will begin. It will begin presently. We are 30 seconds away. It's a Friday Flash game. It moves fast. It's Second Chance Week, the very last game of Second Chance Week. I'll explain what that means if you're not aware. If it's your first time playing the game, I'm going to explain how to play. It's super easy. And Fridays, we like to keep it nice and breezy. So even if you don't know comics, I have a chance for you to win this one. All you have to know is maybe even some of the movies. Some of these are pretty common. Anyway, here we go. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's the Comic Book Friday Flash edition of Swagbucks Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. I'm mild-mannered producer Hal, your friendly neighborhood question slinger, and I'm also slinging our grand prize. Here that is. Take a look there. That's right. We got $500 for you, and when you correctly answer 10 multiple-choice trivia questions all about comic books, you'll win your share of it. There are bonus SB for you later on in the game. Just look for the SB icon in the top left-hand corner of your screen and get those questions right. Even if you've been eliminated, you can still win bonus SB, but in that case, you do have to claim them at the end to keep them. However, if you are a winner today, if you make it through and get them all right or rejoin after getting one wrong, then hey, guess what? You're going to get your bonus automatically. It gets rolled in right into your share of the grand prize. This is the final game of Second Chance Week, which I mentioned earlier, and that means you get 3 free rejoins just because you showed up today, so good job to you. Those rejoins will be credited before Monday's game begins. In brightest day, in blackest night, no comments shall remain in sight. Here's question number 1 as the comments go away. Here it is. What radioactive element is Superman's weakness? Is it kryptonite, lead, or cobalt? Do you remember this one? See, even if you don't know comics, I bet you know this one. Created when his home planet exploded, fragments found their way to Earth and came in varieties like green, red, and gold. Kryptonite is the answer. 98% of you getting that one right. Well done. That is what I like to see. Kryptonite has made its way into the vernacular in general. That's my kryptonite. That's my weakness. Well, kryptonite is Superman's weakness. The only thing that can hurt him, and then I think gold kryptonite or one of the colors of kryptonite will kill him if he ever comes in contact with it. And of course, Superman, also susceptible to magic. Let's move on to question number 2. Here it is. Nick Fury led which secret government agency? Is it the FBI, S.H.I.E.L.D., or Star Labs? What shadow agency does he lead? After leading his Howling Commandos during World War II, he became the director of the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division, which in the MCU just gets shortened to S.H.I.E.L.D. S.H.I.E.L.D. is the answer. 90% of you getting that one right. Of course, Nick Fury in the MCU in the films is the man who puts the Avengers together, and he is the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. in that as well, along with Phil Coulson and his second-in-command, Maria Hill. Star Labs is from DC Comics, and the FBI is from real life. Let's move on to question number 3. Here it is. Who used the Infinity Gauntlet to get rid of half of all life in the universe? Was it Gamora, Star-Lord, or Thanos? Who did it? With a snap of their fingers. In the movies, the Mad Titan does it because there are too few resources. In the comics, he does it because he's in love with actual death. In both cases, Thanos is the culprit. That's right. 87% of you getting that one right. Well done. That's over 14,000 of you. And hey, of the 13% of you who got out, you can use the free rejoins you've been storing up all week long during Second Chance Week, or you can play along for the bonus SB that they're coming up later. Whatever you're most comfortable with is what's going to make me happy. But right now I see over 15,000 people still in the hunt for the grand prize. Over 18,000 of you total in the game. I think we're ready to move on. Here is question number 4. What do PIM particles make things do? Is it shrink and grow, hustle and flow, or dim and glow? Who uses PIM particles? Do you know who? Do you know? His helmet lets him communicate with ants, but Hank Pym's PIM particles are the big thing behind Ant-Man and Goliath both because they make him shrink and grow. Shrink and grow is the answer. 87% of you getting that one right. Of course, Hank Pym, the real founder of the Avengers in the comics, but in the MCU, played by Michael Douglas, a retired Ant-Man, who then hands the mantle down to Scott Lang, played by Paul Rudd, also from the comics. Let's move on, though, folks. Of the 13% of you who got out, over half of you right back in. That's what I like to see. Let's keep things moving on this Friday Flash game with question number 5. Which of these heroes got their powers due to an accident? Was it the Flash, the Martian Manhunter, or Captain America? This is the only person in this list who got their powers due to an accident. Some heroes, like John Jones, the Martian Manhunter, are born with their powers. Steve Rogers volunteered for the Super Soldier program, but a lab accident when lightning hit chemicals turned Barry Allen into the Flash. The fastest man alive is who I was looking for as we get through the fastest game alive this Friday Flash Comics edition of Swagbucks Live. 73% of you getting that one right. You are racing your way to the grand prize. But hey, of the 27% who got out, well over half of you right back in. We still have over 12,400 of you vying for a piece of the $500 grand prize, and that number continues to grow. Even if you don't remember the Barry Allen from Silver Age who had the accident in the lab, you may have seen the CW series with Grant Gustin as the Flash. Fantastic show, but also has the same accident happens. I think that accident does happen on The Flash, but even though the character is introduced in Green Arrow. I'm nerding out, folks. I love comic books. Let's move on to question number 6. Here it is. Reed Richards, Sue and Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm make up what superhero team? Is it the X-Men, the Great Lakes Avengers, or the Fantastic Four? Who are they? They're known as the first family of comics, and 3/4 of them are related either by marriage or blood, although Ben and Reed are like brothers. They're known as the Fantastic Four, operating out of the Baxter Building in NYC. 89% of you getting that one right. Even if you don't know it from the comics, you may remember the movies from the early 2000s with Jessica Alba and Ioan Gruffudd and Chris Evans stepping into the role of the Human Torch. Fantastic. Michael Chiklis as the Thing. Let's move on to question number 7. Here it is. In the Crisis on Infinite Earths comic saga, which of the following characters does not die? The Flash, Green Lantern, or Supergirl? Talking about the comics, not the TV show. Who does not pass away? Before Infinity Wars, DC had Crisis on Infinite Earths, in which 2 major DC heroes lost their lives. Talking about Supergirl and Barry Allen's Flash, which means the Green Lantern is the answer I was looking for. 56% of you getting that one right. Well done. You know your comics. You remember that the Green Lantern did survive, but poor Barry Allen ran himself to death. Ran too fast. But, you know, the good thing about comics is even when a character goes away, they can always be brought back. The great Len Wein, who created Wolverine, once said, "There's no character that was ever so dead, I couldn't bring him back." We miss you, Len. Let's move on. We said there'd be bonus SB later on, and we meant it. The next question is worth 2 bonus SB if you get it right. It's question number 8. Here it is. What does Wonder Woman's lasso compel you to do? Is it dance, tell the truth, or sleep? What does that lasso do? Bet you know it. Princess Diana of Themyscira is never without her glowing lasso of Hestia. If you're held within its grasp, you're magically compelled to tell the truth. Tell the truth is the answer. 97% of you getting that one right. Those of you who saw the Justice League film may remember when Aquaman is talking to the group and talking about how he's afraid and saying all these things out of character, and then you realize he's been sitting on her lasso the whole time and having to tell the truth. Fun little moment in the Justice League movie. Let's move on, though, to question number 9. It is also worth 2 bonus SB to all of our players. Here it is. What 2 girls constantly vie for Archie's affection? Is it Rogue and Kitty Pryde, Black Canary and Hawkgirl, or Betty and Veronica? In the Archie comics, he was always torn between the rich girl and the girl next door, who were both crazy about him. Betty Cooper and Veronica Lodge are those 2 ladies. Betty and Veronica is the answer. 8,712 of you have made it this far, and you are ready for our final question. Well done, folks. Gosh, I've enjoyed playing this game with you, this comic book game, and if you've enjoyed it, even if you haven't and you're ready for the next one, tell your friends to come with you. The more, the merrier. Post to social media with the hashtag SBLive and include your share link, which you get by clicking the Get More Rejoins button in the main menu of this app. It gives you a link and a code. Every single person who signs up with the link and enters the code, well, they earn you 1 free rejoin. Not bad, huh? Also, let's talk about treating your cat like royalty. Use Arm & Hammer Clump and Seal Absorbex cat litter and earn SB while doing it. With desert dry minerals, it traps and seals odors fast and absorbs in seconds. Add Absorbex to your list on Swagbucks in-store deals. Then buy 1 eligible box of Arm & Hammer Clump and Seal Absorbex cat litter at Walmart, and you will earn 500 SB when you upload your receipt. Buy 2 boxes and earn 2,000 SB. You have to be a U.S. player to qualify for this opportunity, but if you are a cat owner, you are in constant need of litter. And I bet you go to Walmart to shop for things. So just add this to your list, buy it, and then send a picture of the receipt when you're done. You can earn up to 2,000 SB if you buy 2 boxes. And why not buy them in bulk so you don't have to keep going to the store? Isn't it better that way? Folks, 8,859 of you vying for a piece of our $500 grand prize. We have over 18,000 of you playing the game right now. Even those of you who are watching along, you can play right now for bonus SB, like the 2 bonus SB I have in our final question of this comic book game. Here's question number 10. Which mutant has claws that pop out of his hands? Is it Wolverine, Cyclops, or Gambit? When they come out, they go snicked in the comics. He's the best there is at what he does, but what he does isn't very nice. Everyone's favorite Canadian mutant has a healing factor that helps him with those claw wounds. I'm talking about Wolverine, people. Wolverine is the answer. 8,663 of you knew that one, and you are splitting our grand prize. Well done to each and one of you, every one of you picking up 6 SB plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Emma L. Young, you are forever young and a winner as well. And wildcard 0516, you were no wildcard in this one. You are a straight up winner. Congratulations to all of you grand prize folks and those of you who stuck around to earn bonus